First scary video comes from a family where a father and his daughter say they have been documenting strange paranormal activity inside their own home. Not just noises in the dark or objects turning up out of place, but actual apparitions. According to them, one specific hallway leading down toward the basement is where the activity keeps returning, again and again. And what makes this case especially unsettling is that these figures...
I'm not gonna lie, just being in that house, like, bro, it looked haunted. Like, what? Just me going to see that house and they, like, going to live there, bro, I would definitely say no. Just by the holes in the wall. Look at that. The long hallways that anytime somebody could turn the corner, bend the corner on me, nah. No.
Do not appear like vague shadows caught in the corner of your eye. They seem to form with frightening clarity. Because of that, the two decide to try something risky.
Oh, Lord.
A simple test designed to capture whatever may be revealing itself in that hallway.
Behind me either.
I don't know how long you have to sit there.
Oh, nah.
But we're going on.
I'm really cold.
Going on 14 minutes now. I promise you, because your sister's told me it's been up here all day.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, what the fuck?
Don't.
No.
Don't.
Nah.
Next time, Kaylee, I'll just grab it and look. Yeah? Or don't look if you don't.
Yo, I'm sorry for cursing. Yo, that is crazy, bro. Bro. That was full. That was... Hold on. I'm trying to get it directly on it. Oh my God, it happens that fast? Let's pause it. Alright, hold on.
Cold.
Going on 14
Hold
minutes.
on.
I promise you, because your sister's told me it's been.
Cause that might be somebody.
So.
Somebody in. That look like pantyhose to me on somebody's face. How do I tell you? A ski mask. Damn, but it's so jet black and crazy. One of my childhood experience, I seen something that jet black before, but it was in the dark. And even though it was dark and it was black, you could still see through it. Yeah, that's another time, another story. But I ain't gonna lie, I gotta see more. I'm calling bull. I think it's fake.
No, next time.
That looked too fake.
I'll just grab it and look. Yeah? Or don't look if you don't want to look, but just move the camera there.
Okay.
It's definitely there. Because I'm not looking, I'm looking at the screen. So.
I'm looking at you.
Cheese.
Go now. Oh.
Now ain't nothing happened.
Just make sure we can see. I mean, that is fast. Nothing there, no?
No.
Did you capture anything at all? Because you were so fast then.
Yeah, no, literally nothing.
At first, something begins to form in the darkness, a dense black mass slowly taking shape where there should be nothing at all.
Nah.
Little by little, the outline starts to resemble a head.
That's somebody.
The father notices it, but he does not react.
Okay, I don't know if that's somebody now. I don't know what that is, bro. Is it like a hand in a sock? What is it, bro? But that joint do look crazy.
Act right away. He stays completely still, silent, almost as if he is trying to convince himself that what he is seeing is not real. And that detail stands out because in a moment like this, his lack of immediate reaction feels deeply unnatural. Then, during a second attempt, the situation escalates. This time, it is not just a shape in the dark. What appears to be a hand suddenly emerges from the black corner, reaching toward the daughter, as if trying to grab her.
You don't see
Only then
nothing. Hold on,
does the
hold on.
father
Oh, yeah,
finally
yeah, I
warn
did.
her.
Okay, I did.
She turns,
I did.
quickly grabs her phone and starts recording, desperate to understand what is happening. But the space appears completely closed off. No doors opening, no visible path for anyone to enter or leave, and no one there when they check.
Yeah.
No cuts, no obvious edits, just one raw, continuous moment that leaves behind a far more disturbing question. Was this some elaborate setup, or is this family truly sharing their home with something that should not be there?
That's
On
a setup.
April 27th, 2026, a woman named Giselle was alone inside her apartment in Dallas, Texas, when she was suddenly jolted awake by something absolutely terrifying.
Give me your daughter.
What began as strange noises in the middle of the night quickly turned into a nightmare that left her convinced she was dealing with something far more disturbing than an ordinary disturbance.
Obviamente no me voy a levantar a ver qué es, pero tengo miedo, estoy temblando del miedo. Si pasa algo... ¡Eh! No mames.
Crazy.
No mames. Creo que hay alguien atrás de la puerta. O algo. Tengo miedo.
As she listens from her bed and starts recording,
Somebody in her
something
house.
can be seen moving in the gap beneath her bedroom door.
That's
Whatever
not
it is,
enough,
presses
bro.
and shifts
That's
against the
not
bottom of the
enough.
door in a way that feels deeply wrong. At first, it almost looks like a black shoe, but she cannot be sure. Fearing there may be an intruder, or something even worse, inside the apartment, she waits for the movement to pull back. Then the second she gets
That's
the
scary,
chance,
though.
she bolts out
Oh,
of the
she
apartment
crying.
and runs straight to her
Oh,
car.
she crying.
Imaginación, lo miré mal.
Oh, she crying.
Pero salí corriendo de ahí porque
Oh, nah, it's real.
ya no puedo. Ya no puedo. Ya no sé
Yo.
qué hacer.
Why is it always a Spanish person going through, like, I see more Spanish people going through haunted, like, experience for some odd reason. It's more of them than us. I don't see black people going through this like that. I see Caucasian people and Spanish, bro. Like, mostly. Is that, I don't know. Do that mean that's probably because they be a lot of them from my neighborhood, they mess with that what is it? Santeria beads or some joint like that where they like mess with spirits and all type of stuff. It'd be crazy, bro.
Son las 4 de la mañana. Pero sé que había algo ahí, sé que miré algo y no estoy loca. No estoy loca. Tengo que entrar a trabajar al rato y no he dormido nada. Estoy nerviosa, estoy... No sé qué está pasando.
What makes the case even stranger is that Giselle has motion-activated security cameras around.
Wait, was that a little racist? Me trying to speak like her? Because I'm black, they probably say yeah.
The apartment, yet none of them detected anything at that exact moment. And still, something was clearly moving behind that door. Shaken, she contacts a police officer she knows and asks if anyone had died in the apartment in recent years. What he tells her makes the situation even darker. According to him, since 2022, 3 people have died in that apartment. And since 2024, there have also been 3 shootings there.
Damn.
Ever since that night, Giselle says her motion-activated cameras have started turning on and moving by themselves, as if they are following something.
That's why you need to get the history before you move into places, bro. Get the history, wipe the place down, clean it. Like, geez. 3 people? She ain't look it up to see what happened at this address. That's what you're supposed to do. You gotta check the records of the place you're moving in, bro. I don't care how much of a rush you in, bro. Cause you're gonna be mad you move in, you put everything you got into it. Or just period, putting money into it. Just to get spooked out of it. It's crazy.
Something inside the home.
Oh, that joint moving. Look at her, look at her. She put cameras. That camera follow on something. Why is she there by herself though? I don't get this. Like, you know it's haunted.
But whenever she checks what the cameras seem to be tracking, there is never anything there.
Yo, why go back to the house, bro? I know she got family. There's no way I'm going back to live there knowing it's haunted. You know it's haunted. Or maybe she need the evidence to get her money back. I don't know.
No person, no animal, no clear source at all. And the activity does not stop there. She says lights sometimes switch back on by themselves, moments after she turns them off. And doors inside the apartment have also begun opening on their own.
Oh,
Then one night, while sitting in the living room, reading Psalm 91 from the Bible, Giselle is suddenly startled by something coming from another part of the apartment.
they ain't like her reading the Bible. I would have been told them Jesus command you to leave. For real. In the name of Jesus.
The sound of a door opening can be heard from another room. Terrified, she pulls herself tighter into the sofa, hoping the same thing does not happen to the door near her. Then, on another night, one of her security cameras captures something else, something that makes the haunting feel even more real.
That's regular. It could have just been close to the edge. I believe it was. Hold on, let's see. Let's see, was it close to the edge? Nah. Oh hell nah, it wasn't. Well, maybe the rope had. Maybe it's some kind of wind in the room, and it blew it.
In the footage, an object is suddenly yanked right off the table.
Nah, I could tell you what happened. Maybe it came from the washing machine, because you know the washer starts spinning and it sounds like it's already going. So the air created like a portal kind of, and just sent that air, like went into the other room and knocked the charger down. I wonder if you like ignore this stuff, do it leave you alone? Do it actually leave you alone? If you've been through something like this, let me know. Would it leave you alone if you ignore it?
And immediately after, what sounds like a woman laughing can be heard. Then the very next night, while Giselle is sitting there,
Oh, This B thinks she funny. And that bitch thinks she funny. That's crazy. I would have left, bro.
Eating and watching something on her laptop. Another deeply unsettling moment unfolds, proving that whatever is happening inside that apartment.
But she got a fireplace. That's nice. That real nice. Ain't gonna lie, that's a nice place. But 3 people passed away in there?
Is far from over.
Oh, nah. Nah.
After everything she has experienced, and after learning the history
I'm
tied to
out.
that place,
I'm out.
Giselle says she has no doubt the apartment is haunted.
Really?
The problem is, she had only moved in about 5 months earlier, and because of her situation, she cannot simply leave. She says she has repeatedly complained about the strange paranormal activity and asked to be transferred to another unit, but every request has been denied. So now the question is not just whether the apartment is haunted, but who or what might still be inside with her. And if this case continues, it feels like things may only get even worse. In this creepy clip, there is no...
I'm sorry. I feel bad for her, man, because I promise you, I would have taken any cousin or kinfolk that's just down bad, bro. I would have been like, nah, yeah, you can move in with me. That house would have been loaded full of my family, bro. So I ain't the only. I got people to trip while I'm running from it, whatever. Yeah, you can move in,
No one anywhere in frame. Just a fixed security camera, watching over a silent dining area. A wooden table sits in the foreground, with a glass fruit bowl resting on top. And farther back, a short hallway leads toward the kitchen, where 2 closed doors remain perfectly still.
Oh, man.
It is broad daylight, with natural light pouring in from the right, the kind of calm, ordinary setting most people would never think twice about. On the left side of the hallway is a small bifold closet door, an easy detail to overlook. And for several long seconds, nothing happens. Watch carefully.
That joint got me nervous. I'm over here shaking my leg. Oh, nah, nigga. Nah. Ain't no way. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm out. Oh, nigga. How you even do that from the inside of those? You can't do that from the inside. And there's a whole washer. There's a whole washer there. You can't do it. Even with a string, you won't be able to do that, bro. Nah. I'm out. I'm out. Nah. Nah, you got it. You playing with the electricity bill,
Then, without
though,
warning,
but
the closet door does not slowly
would've
creak
left.
open. It violently
Wow.
bursts outward, as if something on the other side slammed into it. A second later, it snaps shut again. Then it flies back open, even harder this time. And somehow, what happens next makes the footage feel even more disturbing.
Oh,
In the
my
background, a laundry machine can be heard starting up, a completely normal sound, almost
Jesus.
absurdly ordinary, as if that violent movement at the door never happened at all. No one appears anywhere in the footage. No hands, no wires, no shadow moving toward the door. Some viewers think it could be air pressure or a draft,
Man.
but explanations like that become much harder to believe when
How air pressure gonna do that? Just shut the. Nobody believe it, man. Yo, you believe that's air, bro, or a hoax? You gotta be really like, I'm gonna say challenged, bro, cause ain't no string, and it ain't no way for them to do that. Even if they sitting in the closet, you gotta think about it. even if they was to pull it like from the inside and pull it like that, it's still not gonna be able to like lock in the way it just locked in perfectly. Like somebody was on the outside and closed it like that, bro. Like it's not the same. How do I tell
The
you?
door moves with that kind of force
How do
more
I
than
tell
once.
you?
Others believe whatever was behind that door wanted its presence to be known. And honestly,
It made
if
its
that
presence
camera were
known.
inside your house, would you be brave enough to walk over and open it? In this disturbing video, a
No.
man living inside a very old house begins documenting a series of strange disturbances that keep happening around him. He says the activity does not feel openly violent, but it is unsettling enough to make him wonder what might still be inside that house with him. According to him, these moments do not happen all at once. They come quietly, deliberately, through small changes and subtle movement, just enough to be noticed, but never enough to be easily explained. Watch closely.
My niece got
Right
that
now, I'm
same
just sitting
tablet.
here in my living room. We're about to move.
Well,
We're
not the
getting
same
hell in. We're
color,
gonna play
but
some
yeah.
video games. And like people are saying, "Oh, how do you know which cabinet's gonna open?" It's always the same cabinet. Watch.
He said it's always the same cabinet. That shit well trained.
Okay. Oh, here. Hold on. Watch this. This is gonna creep you out.
Oh, I got
No, you're
goosebumps, bro.
You guys, if you don't believe me,
This is
there's
real.
nobody in here.
Oh, Happy Gilmore. Oh, dang. Should I have said that?
Seriously.
Oh,
Holy shit. You
well,
guys,
nah.
seriously, you guys have asked for it.
Cabinets swing open on their own.
Copyright purposes. We don't
Doors
wanna do
begin
that.
moving, with no visible force behind them,
YouTube is
and chairs shift position as if something
No, no,
unseen had
copyright.
just pulled them. On their own, each incident might seem minor, but together, they begin to feel less like random house noise and more like a presence.
Bro actually trained the ghost. You gotta give it to him. He trained the ghost. That boy whistled and it opened the cabinet. Just imagine if he figure out the whistles and make him a bowl of cereal. That's gonna be nice for when you tired in the morning or coffee right before work. You just whistle a certain way and it just start making you coffee.
Making itself known.
Tough.
One detail that may explain at least part of
I
what is
still won't
happening
live there,
is
but
the
it's
history
tough.
of the home itself. The house once belonged to a former Marine, and because of that,
Submarine?
the man believes the activity may be tied to a spirit still lingering there. Something connected to a past life that never fully left those surroundings behind.
Oh,
Of course, others believe it
it's
could be
tied
something
to a
much darker,
Marine.
something only pretending
Nah,
to be
it
the
can't
former
be a
owner
Marine.
in order to gain trust. But as always,
Acting like
you be
it's
the judge.
former owner.
This creepy footage comes from a security camera mounted inside what appears to be a workshop,
It's
filled with
daytime,
tools,
and I
tables,
still
and
feel
storage
like-
equipment.
Eesh.
The kind of place that should sit perfectly still for hours. No movement, no activity.
What is that in the back? Is that Confederate flags? We don't do those. What is those flags over there? What's going on, man?
No reason for anything to shift on its own. The timestamp reads 3:45 a.m. on March 10th, the kind of hour when a place like this should feel empty, silent, and completely lifeless. But almost immediately, something feels wrong, because even in that stillness, it becomes clear that something is moving through the room.
Yeah, you can see it. And it went right over to those Confederate flags. See? You represent them dang flags, you ain't gonna get your rest. It's crazy. I'm just saying. My opinion. It happens. That's a dirty, cluttered,
At first, the disturbance is
whatever
subtle. Then a shadow can be seen
basement.
passing through. And that is where the footage becomes much harder to explain. Some viewers think a small animal could be responsible for the initial movement.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
if
yeah,
that were
yeah.
true,
I'm not gonna lie, right? So now I understand what they be saying with the cameras when little things happen. And no lie, I was at work. I was working third shift in a factory, and on the security camera, I seen this black shadow go by. Big black shadow. Past it, right? So I'm like, oh, you feel me? I might be encountering something I don't even know about. So I'm watching the camera still, seeing if it go by again. This time it lands on the camera. And it stayed on the camera. Then I went outside to that camera. It was just a bunch of moths flying around. So yeah, I think that's a bug. That might be a bug. A Confederate bug. We don't take too kindly to their kind around here. Alright? We don't represent that shit. Alright? It's a dub. Next video.